for being here today. I'll get us going right away. I really do want to thank you for coming out, for Senator Coleman and our other guest of honor here. And we'll get to that in just a minute, believe me. You know,
Palin! 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 Palin!
You know, when you look at this country, this is the first country that was founded not on a race, not on a religion, not on a royalty, but on a set of God-given inalienable rights and freedoms. You know, other countries have tried to copy us. Nobody's been able to duplicate this country because of those freedoms in the Bill of Rights and those freedoms we have as Americans in the Constitution. But what people forget sometimes is they're just words on a piece of paper unless we go out and stand up for them every single day. And that's why I'm so proud to be here today for Senator Coleman. You know, let me tell you two quick stories. One, you all know about the recent Supreme Court decision, where the Supreme Court said you have an individual constitutional right to own a firearm as a law-abiding citizen in this country.
Yeah!
And that's monumental, because that means it's just like speech, it's just like voting. All law-abiding people are able now to get to that freedom in this country. But it wasn't easy. There was an amicus brief that said that out of the U.S. Senate, now to Congress, where they rounded up a majority of the signatures of senators and congressmen in favor of that as an individual right. Senator Coleman worked day after day to help us round up signatures on that brief, defending your right as an individual, and that brief went to the Supreme Court. You know, two senators that wouldn't sign it? Senator Obama and Senator Biden would not. Let me tell you the second thing. The people that didn't want law-abiding people on a firearm in this country, they wanted to drive the whole American firearms industry out of business. So even though sales are regulated from plant to purchaser, a manufacturer can't sell a gun without calling up the government and they say, yeah, it's a law-abiding citizen, we've cleared the check, it's okay to hand him the gun. They wanted, after all that, if some criminal broke in your home and stole that firearm, they wanted to be able to sue that manufacturer out of business. And they were burying American firearms companies in lawsuits. Their loans were crashing, their insurance was crashing. They'd already written the Pentagon to say they weren't going to be around to supply the military with firearms, our military. There was a bill in Congress. Senator Coleman got behind it. He said, we're going to stop that. We're going to save this American industry so our military and individual citizens around this country are not dependent on the French, the Germans, the Italians, the Russians, and the Chinese for their personal protection firearms. Way to go, we passed that bill, and it's the law of the land, and the American firearms industry and jobs were saved, and he had a tremendous amount to do with it. Senator Coleman did. You know who wouldn't help lift a finger to save those American jobs in the American firearms industry? Senator Obama. So I'm proud to be here today. Norm Coleman, I mean, I've known him going back to when he was mayor and did an amazing job. He's done an incredible job in Washington. He's honest in the way he talks. He's honest in the way he works. He's honest in the way he legislates. And I'm proud to be here on behalf of the National Rifle Association to deliver our endorsement with you today for Senator Norm Coleman for re-election. And now it's my pleasure to introduce a very special guest. He's a lifelong Alaskan. He's a proud union member. He works the oil rigs up on Alaska's North Slope. He's also a commercial fisherman. But there's more. He's a hunter. He's a pilot. He's a world champion snow machine racer. He's a father of 5 beautiful children. And he just celebrated his 20th wedding anniversary. Let's give a loud Minnesota welcome to Todd Palin.
Nice introduction. I just want to thank you for all of the efforts you've done to protect our Second Amendment rights, and again, just give Wayne another big round of applause for all his work. I feel right at home here in Minnesota. I kind of get that fall taste in the air right now, and it's good. I've been traveling with Sarah, and it's been quite a roller coaster, but it's all been just a real positive adventure. Everywhere we go, the rallies are just packed house, real positive message, and so I'm just glad to be a part of the McCain-Palin ticket and help out wherever I can. Minnesota and Alaska share a lot of the same qualities, the hunting and fishing, and of course the Second Amendment rights, and snow machining, and a lot of my best buds are from Minnesota, and so I brought one down from Alaska who was from Minnesota, but my Iron Dog partner, 7-time champ, Iron Dog race, Scott Davis. For being here, showing your support to Norm. He's got a very tough race, but I know he's going to make it through it. It's very important that he does, to represent you guys. Because he is one of you, he stood by you and protected your rights on land rights and Second Amendment rights. But it gives me great pleasure to introduce you, your United States Senator, someone who has stood with hunters, with sportsmen and women, who knows that Second Amendment isn't just another amendment. It's our right to stand up for and to protect. Yeah. Yeah. Norm Coleman stands with those who want to enjoy the land and protect it, who want to live off the land and protect it, and who want to protect our Second Amendment rights. I may be from Alaska, but even I know that when you have got a senator like Norm Coleman, you got a friend you could count on to do the right thing. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in saying thank you to your Minnesota Senator, Norm Coleman.